So, hey guys, TommyBryson here, and most likely, if you're watching this video right here, you're probably 13 and under. If you're not, you can still watch it. There's still really good ideas here also. But the point is, most likely in some way, you want to go out there and make money. However, because of federal law, you gotta wait until like you're 14 years old to actually go out there and actually make some money, okay? Like with a real job in a way, right? So what do you do until then? And by the way, before you say it's Tommy, it's so stupid. I got it when until I'm 14 years old. In reality, it's not. You know, during the 1900s, in reality, you had kids like 11 years old, 10 years old, working in factories, making money, but they came home sick. They came home very hurt also. And also some didn't even make it home. So I do appreciate labor kid laws or whatever it is, because that way kids don't get hurt and all that stuff, okay? However, though, if I did what I did when I was 11 years old today to make money, I probably would be in jail. Not because I was crazy, doing crazy stuff, but because basically the world has changed and a lot of things out there are actually different. So for this video right here, I'm gonna give you guys 7 ideas, 7 fully legal ideas and things you can do as a 13-year-old or under to go out there and make some money for yourself, okay? That is the goal for this video. Now, if you guys are new here, guys, I post videos every single day, so you should also subscribe and hit the bell to get notified, and on top of that, also destroy the like button. And by the way, if you are 13, once you have these businesses in a way, you can actually carry them on to actually make you more and more money as you keep adulting or whatever it is, okay? It's not like, oh, just kids, like kid stuff. No, it actually works even after you actually get even older, okay? That's the entire goal for this video. Now though, guys, if you guys are curious, like for example, Tommy, what did you do when you were like 11, 12 years old? The answer is, well, first of all, I got a job at a grocery store. You can actually do this at being like a bagger and so on. But the answer is I did the exact same thing. I did not get paid a lot of money, but once I left school at around 3:30 or 3 o'clock, I went straight there and stayed there until like 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., sometimes all the way to 11 p.m. My stepdad picked me up all the time, but the answer was I was making around $60 a day from tips, plus whatever they paid me. After 2 weeks, I quit because basically I was rich. In reality, I wasn't, okay? So that's what I did back then, but in reality, it taught me a valuable lesson, okay? When you do great work, you get rewarded with more money. You only get tips, okay, when you do great work. So that taught me a very valuable lesson. On top of that, every time my mom made lunch for me, I would make her make me too, and I would go out there and sell that to a friend for like $5 or $10. A quick way to make money. On top of that also, I used to go out there and sell DVDs, okay? That is very illegal, by the way. You can't do that. So what I did was I used to pirate movies online, burn them onto a DVD. Remember those? Like the DVDs things you put into like the DVD player or whatever? And I used to go to school and sell those DVDs to my friends for like $10 a pop, okay? So yeah, I also did that. Illegal today. But back then, I had no idea about it being legal or not illegal or anything like that, okay? On top of that, I also sold planes, like paper planes. Like, you know, like the paper and then like planes out of them. I sold them to like first graders. Now, this taught me a very valuable lesson. I made $5, $10 every single day. However, I learned that, hey, just because you can sell something does not mean you should actually go ahead and sell something. In reality, I was taking advantage of them being kids and making money off of them. So the idea is you don't always want to make money when it's going to cost someone something that actually is going to hurt them in some way. You know, some of those kids probably didn't eat lunch for like that day or had to ask a teacher for the money to actually buy that stuff, you know. So I don't sell anything that I don't believe in or might actually hurt someone. So that's also a valuable lesson. And by the way, although you might not be able to go out there and sell DVDs, potentially you could go out there and basically say, hey, I have a Netflix account, Disney Plus, Amazon, share those accounts with your friends, charge them $5 per month, and that way, if you get like 20 friends paying you $5, that's $100, okay? Every single month for a service, okay? So that's basically a way to do the whole movie thing in a legal way, but just basically sharing your accounts with your friends. Potentially, guys, okay? And by the way, the last lesson that I also learned is basically that whenever you spend your first money on buying dumb stuff, like either, for example, like games, like a Nintendo Switch up there, or like a PS4 like I did back then, or PS2 back then, the answer is it's not really worth anything. You'll notice that very quickly. So again, don't spend your money when you do make money with ideas on things that are kind of stupid. Yeah, do that. It's a part of it too, right? But you want to save your money, potentially invest your money for the future also, and keep just funding it into the business. That way you kind of get more information, you can actually grow it, okay? But the big thing is basically today, guys, you guys have Facebook, you guys have eBay, you guys have Goodwill, thrift shops, all this stuff right here, and also the internet, because 13 years ago, although I had internet, it was not that great whatsoever. You could not watch YouTube videos with my internet because it would just freeze, and freeze, okay? It took hours, okay? So today we have a lot of things, and that is awesome. So the 7 ideas, guys, are going to be these right here. And again, if they sound difficult, just start with the small ones and then keep working towards the other ones, okay? That's the whole idea. Remember, the point is, yes, you want to make money, but also learning at age 13, 12, 10, whatever age you are right now is the most important part. Because once you get the knowledge, when you do grow up, you got that knowledge to go out there and make yourself a lot more money. That's the whole concept, okay? Now, idea number 1, guys, is going to be reselling. Now, this means, for example, you're going to buy things from one store or from one service and go out there and sell it to somebody else, okay? So the way I would do it is this, okay, guys? You want to go on Facebook. You want to go to thrift shops. You want to go to Goodwill. And you want to buy, for example, cell phones, collectible items, and even, for example, games, and then sell them either online or back on Facebook Marketplace. By the way, Facebook has a marketplace. We can actually sell other things on there, so keep that in mind. But the idea is you go out there, you buy items for some money, and you sell them for a profit. So if I buy, for example, these headphones for $100, but they're worth $120, I sell them for $120 and I make a $20 profit. That's how it works. However, I do recommend one thing. If you are going to meet up with people, the answer is make sure your parents are there, or for example, just meet in a police station or anywhere else. Also, if you have no cash or no money to do this, the answer is, well, you probably have stuff around your house that you actually don't need and don't use, especially at age 13. You probably have games you haven't used in a long time, okay? Collectible things also. So consider also going ahead and selling those things online and getting started with those things also. I feel like this one's a little advanced, but in reality, it's not. You just understand that basically, hey, you buy things that are used for cheap, you sell them for a profit. How do you know how much they're selling for? The answer is you go on those same websites like eBay, Facebook, Craigslist, all those websites, and see what they sell for regularly, normally, and try to buy it below that. That way, when you sell it for the profit, you make a profit. That's the whole idea, that's the whole concept. It's not really that difficult at all. Now, by the way, don't forget, you can use Facebook to meet people, Mercari, you can use OfferUp, you can use LetGo, you can use eBay, any store out there. But remember, okay, when you meet people, unless you look like a kid like this, in this picture right here, super buff, you're good to go. But if you don't, you probably look like this kid right here, scrawny, whatever it is, okay? The answer is you gotta meet in public places, especially with your parents. At age 13, you could get finessed, okay? Be very careful with that stuff. And by the way, I say this because basically, I've dealt and done business with people that are age 13 and 14, selling me things on Facebook. So I know basically this right here is very possible even for your age. Now, the second idea is going to be retail arbitrage. Kind of like the same thing, but a little bit more professional. Why? Because you're gonna go over to discount stores like, like Walmart, like Marshalls, like Ross's, like those big stores that have things on discount. Basically, hey, you have items that used to sell for a lot more money, but now they're selling for less money because they're basically no one wants them. In reality, you go over there, you buy those items and sell them, for example, back online, for example, on Amazon. Now for this, you can use, for example, the Amazon Store app, you can use the Scoutly app, you can use a lot of apps out there to basically see exactly what those items actually sell for in a store. So the idea is, okay, if I go to Walmart, and I go to the clearance section, the on sale section, right? I see an item there that's actually on sale. I grab that item, I scan it, and see how much it's selling for on Amazon, okay? If it's for a profit and it's actually selling a lot, I can buy that item there, okay? Put it on Amazon and then basically sell it and make a profit. That's the whole idea. That's the whole concept. However, I do have a friend, her name is Jasmine, and she has a channel dedicated to this stuff, and that's what she does. So if you guys want to check that out and do like the full thing, in reality, link down below to Jasmine's channel. She's going to help you out a lot when it comes to, hey, how do you do this whole thing? And it won't cost you any money either, okay? Now, Number 3 is going to be drop shipping or building a brand, for example, with Shopify. Tommy, this is advanced here. The answer is not really, okay? The whole concept is drop shipping is kind of like the same thing as reselling and also retail arbitrage here, but it's more like online, because the idea is what you're gonna do is find an item that sells, okay, for example, on Amazon for a cheap price, and then put that item, for example, on eBay or Facebook for more money. So whenever somebody buys that item from you, you don't have that item, by the way, you use their money to buy the item and ship it to them, and you keep the profits. So for example, you become the middleman. So if I wanted to sell, for example, this controller right here, it's on Amazon for $5, but I sell it, for example, on Facebook for $10. So whenever you buy, I use your $10 to buy this, send it to you, and I keep the $5 profit. That's called drop shipping. But building a brand is the same thing, okay? You can do it, for example, with Amazon. You can do it with eBay, you can do it with AliExpress, or for example, any tiny stores out there that can actually give you, for example, quality products. You can actually ship it over there, okay? But the answer is, there's also a guy I know about this stuff. His name is Paul Jalipsky. Link down below if you want to learn more about this stuff. But again, you want to start small, and most likely you will need your parents. Why? You're probably going to need a debit card to do this stuff. And you probably will need, for example, a PayPal account to do this stuff. So keep that in mind. I recommend first, show your parents you can actually earn money through the other stuff. That way they say, hey, my daughter or my son can actually earn money, so I'm gonna go ahead and trust them with a debit card with their own money inside of it. That way the parent doesn't carry any risk whatsoever also. Now guys, number 4, if you're not into the whole online or reselling thing, is going to be, for example, straight hustling, okay? Just straight hustling. How do you do this? The answer is lawn care, okay? If you go to your neighbor's house in the very, for example, fancy neighborhood, you say, hey, I want to do your lawn care. Most likely because you're young too, they want to help you out make some money, or I'll wash your car, or I'll clean your driveway, or I'll clean your backyard. Again, make sure you tell people where you're going, because you never know who you're going to run into if it's like a weird person. So just make sure you know exactly where you're going and people know where you're going. On top of that, bakery from home, lemonade stand, paper routes, vending machines, where basically you have like little vending machines and candy routes and stuff like that. I tell you this because basically Warren Buffett also did this when he was like 12 years old and 13 years old. It's not that hard. If you have $50, $100, you buy a little vending machine in Craigslist, and you put it, for example, in a barber shop, fill it up with candy, and whenever somebody buys, you make money. That's the whole idea. It's not that difficult whatsoever. I have videos on this stuff. I'll link a video down below also. By the way, check the description. I have a lot of resources over there to how to do everything I'm telling you right here. Now, number 5, guys, is going to be Etsy. Now, Etsy.com is a website kind of like Amazon, but more for like artsy stuff. So if you're into like making like little jewelry, like little bracelets or little necklaces, or for example, art paintings or whatever you're actually into, the answer is you can actually go over on Etsy and you sell your items over there also. Again, most likely here, you will need your parents, okay, to actually buy the merchandise that you actually need, and then you make them, and for example, then sell them on Etsy, and then they give you the money once that you receive it into their debit card, or for example, if you actually have, for example, your own kid debit card, okay, and by the way, these ideas are also for adults, because I believe strongly that if you're 13 or 12 or 10, you can still figure this stuff out by going out there and doing research and just watching videos, okay? It's very simple stuff, but the concept is, if you can make bracelets or necklaces or paintings or artwork, whatever it is, you can sell them on Etsy, Etsy.com, by the way, for a decent profit. By the way, Etsy is spelled E-T-S-Y, okay? So keep that right there in mind. Now, number 6, guys, this one right here requires leverage. Now, leverage means basically you're going to use something that most likely you don't currently have. Now, what that means is, hey, it's called drop servicing. Now, if you're 13 years old or 12 or 15, even 20 or 40, the answer is you might not have all the skills necessary to actually go out there and make a lot of money, but somebody else does, and they're willing to do it for some money. So the answer is drop servicing basically means, hey, I'm going to offer, for example, video editing skills, right? But I don't know how to do that. So when I offer that job to you and you actually hire me, I'll go on Fiverr or, for example, Upwork or on a Filipino website, hire an editor from there for a cheaper price and basically book the profits. For example, you hire me for $25 an hour, I hire someone else for $15 an hour, and that way I make a profit, and I make money that way without having to do anything whatsoever. Now, the idea is you want to use Upwork, you want to use Fiverr, you want to use Filipino, you want to use online jobs, you want to use all these websites to go out there and basically hire people for a cheap amount of money and offer your services on the website for more money. So I offer this for X amount, I hire someone else for less money, I keep the difference. Is this legal? The answer is yes. Now, the last one here, guys, number 7, is going to be social media, creating a blog or making a YouTube channel. Now, by the way, when I was 11 years old, I knew for a fact I wanted to do YouTube in some way, somehow. Most likely, you guys also want to do it, okay? And the answer is YouTube is very hard to get into. But once you understand, for example, the algorithm, just go on YouTube, search it up. The concept is YouTube is somewhere people look for videos. So you got to make a channel, your own channel about one topic, and that way you can actually generate views. But the idea is you just got to start making content on YouTube very, very, very early on. The faster you do it, the earlier you do it, the better you're going to be off. Most likely, it won't work out for a while, but if it does, potentially you can actually make a lot of money. I see a lot of 13-year-olds with like 2 million views, 10 million views. Is that going to be you? Maybe not. But the answer is if you enjoy it, you can learn how to edit videos from there. You can learn how to make content, how to speak to the camera, how to work a camera, all that stuff. And by the way, you can start with your cell phone. You don't need a fancy camera. Now, a bonus one is this. If you're good with school, potentially you can be a tutor and potentially make even, for example, an online class, okay? It sounds advanced, I know, but it really isn't, okay? So if you're good with math, well, help your friends by talking to your parents, their parents, saying, hey, I'll tutor your kid for like $10 an hour or $15 an hour, okay? That way they learn something, but that way you also study. That can make you money also. And if you're really good, you can make a whole little class about how to study for something and sell that to the parents of your friends, okay? That way, you can also make money that way. And by the way, the big thing is that basically when you're this young, whatever you do most likely is going to be amazing and everyone wants to help you and use that to basically, you can make a lot of money from it, okay? That's the whole idea. But lastly, guys, overall, what I do want to say is this, okay? If you are going to do this stuff in this video, which kind of advanced, the answer is possible, yes, but take this age to go out there and learn how to do things. Because by the way, that is the most basic idea, okay? You got to take this age to understand things. Yes, money is important, but understanding things and the knowledge is going to be a lot more better for you in the future. But overall, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoy it, well, comment down below, let me know. On top of that, also like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. And by the way, I made this video because basically when I was 13 years old, no one thought I'd be able to understand things. But in reality, if you do get it, well, why not get started very early? Okay, start by selling your things around the house. You get the knowledge first, and then step by step, you actually just go and you grow, you grow. If you don't understand something, go on YouTube, search it up. Everything is out there, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. On top of that, also, if you want to DM me, well, join me on Instagram, TommyBryson. If you guys want to call me, well, make a call schedule with me on my third channel, link down below at Ask TommyBryson, okay? There, you can actually schedule a call, so just talk to me one-on-one. My Instagram, again, is right here. Another video is right here. And thanks for watching. And as always, peace.